Fire, flares, protest, violence, chaos, riot, mayhem, tear gas, explosions. Shocking scenes unfolded in the NATO member state of Albania as massive anti-government protests erupted in the capital, Tirana. Thousands of supporters of the opposition Democratic Party of Albania took to the streets demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Rama. Rama's government has come under fire over corruption allegations involving Deputy Prime Minister Belinda Balluku. Amid growing anger and with no resignation in sight, protests quickly turned violent. Angry protesters hurled petrol bombs and launched fireworks at the Prime Minister's office during an anti-corruption rally on Friday. According to local media, a group of rioters threw incendiary projectiles at the government headquarters and police officers who responded with muscle power. Tear gas filled the air. Water cannons roared into action. This resulted in violent clashes between protesters and police personnel, and the clashes lasted for several hours in the heart of the Balkan capital. Police used tear gas and water cannons to disperse the crowd, while masked protesters hurled Molotov cocktails and fireworks. Chants of "Rama go away" and "Rama in jail" echoed across Tirana as thousands waved national and opposition flags. Political tensions have escalated since December after a special prosecution unit indicted Balluku for allegedly interfering in public tenders for major infrastructure projects and favoring certain companies, charges Balluku denies. An anti-corruption court has suspended Balluku from office, but the Special Prosecution Office, tasked with fighting corruption, has demanded Parliament lift her immunity to enable her arrest.
Albania has experienced a surge of protests in recent months, with some escalating into violent clashes between demonstrators and police, and water cannons, tear gas and Molotov cocktails being used. The organizers of the protests, the opposition Democratic Party of Albania, is calling for the resignation of Prime Minister Rama over alleged corruption involving members of his cabinet. Meanwhile, anti-corruption prosecutors have moved to lift the immunity of Deputy Prime Minister Belinda Balluku over claims of interference in public procurement procedures. Rama has refused to dismiss her, arguing that doing so would create a dangerous precedent and disrupt the balance of power in the country. Opposition leader Sali Berisha, who is himself facing corruption charges, has described the demonstrations as a peaceful uprising and accused Rama of declaring war on the justice system. Although Albania is widely regarded as a frontrunner among Western Balkan countries in its bid to join the European Union, international watchdogs continue to raise concerns about entrenched corruption and the concentration of power under the ruling Socialist Party of Albania, which has governed since 2013.
Authorities have blamed opposition leaders for inciting unrest. Albania's Interior Minister, Albana Koçu, accused the opposition leaders of incitement to violence and urged them to call on their supporters to refrain from action that could endanger citizens, police and journalists. Meanwhile, opposition Democratic Party leader Sali Berisha, a former prime minister who has also faced corruption charges himself, has described the protests as a peaceful uprising at a critical moment for Albania. The unrest comes at a sensitive time for Albania. The country is widely seen as a leading candidate for membership in the European Union, with Tirana aiming to join by 2030. But concerns over corruption and political tensions continue to cast a shadow over Albania's European ambitions. With protests intensifying and political divisions deepening, the crisis in Albania appears far from over.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Riot.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.